Hey, what is up, guys? Billy Bogus with American Detailing Garage. And if you guys are like us, the entire country is covered in a blanket of snow. Today, we're going to talk about the rinseless wash method. In fact, I'm going to show you 3 different ways to use the rinseless wash method. We're going to define the rinseless wash method. So I'm going to show you the waterless wash. I'm going to show you the rinseless wash. And then I'm going to show you the hybrid rinseless wash. So a rinseless wash is defined by the lack or therefore lack of use of water. We're not going to use a free-flowing source of water, perhaps a water hose or a pressure washer. For the sake of the video, I have a hot water pressure washer, big one, and I got a cold water pressure washer. I'm not an anti-pressure washer, but when there's 3 feet of snow outside, I'm in my own shop, there's no floor drain, or you're an eco-friendly type person, I'm going to show you 3 different ways that you can maintain your car. I tried to find the worst case scenario, and I think we found it, to where I can show you how to do each type of wash, and it's all up to you. I'm going to show you the waterless wash first, okay? I'm not a huge fan of the waterless wash, okay? Which is kind of like hyperbole, because waterless wash, by definition, in the chemical, there's water in that. So we use water. What we're saying is, when we say waterless, we're not using a free-flowing source of water, pressure washer, water hose. Now, the one thing I want you guys to understand when we start this is a rinseless wash product, specifically American Detailing Garage Wipeout. That's what we're going to be using today. The polymers built into that, there's polymers built into that, lubricating polymers, protective polymers, that will be throughout the entire wash cycle, okay? So the polymers are in existence throughout the entire wash cycle. Now, if you Googled or looked up water by definition is a solvent. So for people who say, well, the waterless wash doesn't make any sense, or the rinseless wash method is not safe, I want you to understand, you have a polymer cushion throughout the entire wash cycle, more so than if you use just water, soap, and then water again, because once again, water by definition is a solvent. Open up your mind, let's do this together, let's have fun. All right, here we go. So the first thing we're gonna do is the waterless wash method. So I gotta grab my towel. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use American Detailing Garage Wipeout Maintenance Detail Spray. This is our quick detail spray, but it can also be used as several things. A window cleaner, a pre-soak for a rinseless wash, or a waterless wash. So let's take this one fender right here. Pretty bad example, isn't it? It's nasty. We're gonna pre-soak that. Now on contact, direct contact, what happens is the emulsification process begins. The emulsification, what does that mean, Billy? Emulsification is when the polymers start breaking away that dirt from the surface, okay? And they become like encapsulated, if you will, into a bubble, so I can just wipe that off. Now, what I do, I'll heavily soak this panel. I don't like a waterless wash so much so, but I'm gonna show you for the sake of the video, and I'm gonna prime my towel. Use common sense. What kind of towel should I use, Billy? Use common sense, man. I think it's like a 500 GSM towel. All right, so we're gonna start here and work our way back. And how do I know when I should flip my towel? When you start feeling drag. So notice that it's dirty, okay? If I want to, I can roll that back and do another swipe if I want to, okay? Now I'll flip the towel. And I can go here. I'm doing this in slow motion. In real world, it goes a lot faster. But so there you go. There's a waterless wash. Now I can flip my towel. This side's completely clean. And I can dry that, okay? Perfectly safe. Remember I told you, the polymer cushion is in existence the entire wash process, as opposed to using soap and water. You're using a solvent, you're using a soap, you can't see the surface. With a rinseless wash, the polymer cushion is there throughout the entire wash cycle, and there you go. So what I want to do real quick, just for proof positive, let's put a light on it, because let's put a light on it. Everybody wants a light. Let me see a light, Billy. Let me see a light. All right, so there you go. No scratches, no marring. Still trying to buff some of that residue away. Okay, but there you go. No scratches, no marring whatsoever. That's a waterless wash. Again, I told you guys I'm not a huge fan of the waterless wash, but if that's what you have to do, that's what you have to do. The next step we're gonna go over is the rinseless wash. Now, we can do several different ways about this, okay? Turn the light on so you guys can see, because I'm not David Copperfield, man. We're gonna do it right. Now, if you'll circle around behind you, Beth, we got detail kegs here, detail keg there, a detail keg there. I'm a big I'm a big proponent of the detail kegs, but if you can't afford a detail keg, the reason I'm doing the video is to show you guys the worst case scenario for the guys who can't afford a detail keg. If you can, then you should go to detailkegs.com and order one today. I have like 7 of them. But for the sake of the video, we're gonna use what we have, caveman style. Okay, so the next step, this door right here, we're gonna go rinseless wash. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, and for my own hands, I did heat my water up. You don't have to heat your water up. I'm gonna use Wipeout 256 to 1 ounce for 2 gallons of water, and I'm gonna use the double flip towel from Auto Fiber. Right? Plush towel, again, use common sense. Don't ask me, Billy, what towel should I use? Use common sense. I showed you that, okay? So let me soak this towel up. And Wipeout, again, 256 to 1 Wipeout, our rinseless wash method. All right. Now, I'm gonna bring this water out. There's still water in the towel, guys, look. If I squeeze that, water comes pouring out of it. So the magic is in the sauce. Like I told you, a polymer cushion throughout the entire wash cycle. People will say, Billy, I know you showed me this before, but I just don't trust it. Well, you don't trust yourself. It's not that you don't trust me. You don't trust yourself. I'm gonna make this very, very, very simple for you guys. Okay, so this is a rinseless wash. Now notice how I'm over lubricating. Again, I told you, worst case scenario, I'm gonna over lubricate that panel. Now with a rinseless wash, I'm gonna take my towel, my double flip from Auto Fiber, okay? It's got Wipeout rinseless wash in it, 256 to 1 out of my bucket, and here we go. When do I know when to flip my towel, Billy? When you start feeling drag. When you start feeling drag. But I can do half this door before I ever flip my towel. And I'm gonna show you proof positive. Okay, I still don't feel drag, but I know my towel's dirty, so let's go to the bottom part. Towel's dirty, let's go to the bottom part. Okay, we're just gonna go back and forth, back and forth. Now, when I come to like jams, some guys might ask me, Billy, what about jams? Here's what I do, and you guys can't really see it on camera when I'm doing it. When I'm coming to jams, I'm gonna squeeze my towel just a little bit. See that? The water runs out. When I come to jams, I'll squeeze my towel just a little bit. You have to understand something. There's 2 things happening, whether you're using a pressure washer, a soap, or whatever. You have a flowing agent. The flowing agent typically is a water. It's flowing it out, right? It's flowing the dirt out. A surfactant breaks up that dirt. We have that, again, throughout the entire wash cycle with a rinseless wash. You have that polymer cushion always on the surface. So we have the flushing agent, again, around door handles. I might squeeze that towel. I have that. That's what a pressure washer is, right? A flushing agent. That's all water is. So you're gonna flush everything out with a solvent, perhaps. So I'm using Wipeout. I'm gonna flush that out. Right? Water is a carrier and a flushing agent. Compressed air along with water gives you a flowing agent and also allows it to blow out. Okay, that's why you guys are so stuck on, perhaps some guys are stuck on a traditional wash. You don't have to be that way. I'm gonna show you. So there we go. Rinseless wash, even if I wanna come up here, no pre-soak whatsoever. Just gonna wipe that off. Windows, let's do this window. We're gonna do this entire door panel. Okay? When I get to cracks and crevices, squeeze it, have a flowing agent, a flushing agent, if you will, and that's Wipeout mixed with water. There we go. Now the next thing we're gonna do is dry that panel off. And the way we do that, and you can do this a multitude of ways. I'm gonna use the American Detailer Garage drag rag. Same thing as Auto Fiber Dreadnought, same towel, okay? Now, for more comfort for you, maybe I'm just gonna mist that with some Wipeout. All right, just for added lubricity. Now I can come down here, look at this. Now at this point, you can do a clay bar, you can do a sealant, whatever you want. But I didn't use a pressure washer, I didn't use a water hose, didn't even use a degreaser, which is something else we'll cover in another video. Should I use that foam as a pre-soak? You can, but again, I'm showing you a worst case scenario. All I'm using is Wipeout, that's all I'm using. And you can feel that polymer cushion on the surface. Very slick to the feel, very slick to the touch, easy to dry, as you can see. Okay, I'm gonna open this door panel here, or door handle, perhaps. The mirror, simple as that. The window. Guys hate windows, they struggle with windows. Dude, you guys are way overthinking this stuff. Way overthinking it, So there we go. So now, look here. Bam, just watch it flash. Look at that. Once again, let me get my light to show you proof positive we're not scratching the car. So here you go. Boom, there you go. This car has over 100,000 miles on it. It gets driven daily, right? We did not add any more scratch to that car. Zero whatsoever. So all the falsehoods about a rinseless wash will scratch your car, it's just falsehoods. It's not true at all. So on this panel right here, it gets dry now. Waterless wash. Panel number 2. Rinseless wash. No scratches. 10-year-old car, over 100,000 miles, daily driven, no scratches. So Billy, what is a hybrid wash? What do you mean hybrid wash? I'm going to show you guys something, okay? A hybrid wash is going to be a mixture between a waterless wash and a rinseless wash. Now I want you to pan down the floor and see how much water is on the floor. There's none, 0. Okay? Pan here to here. Clean panel, nasty panel. Very nasty. Look at those windows. They're perfect. Almost perfect. Okay, just a little quick touch up. They're almost perfect. Nice, nasty. So a hybrid rinseless wash. Follow me with the camera. A hybrid is going to be this. We're going to use our pre-soak like we always do, whether it's a waterless wash, a rinseless wash, or the hybrid wash method. Here's the hybrid wash method. We're going to take a dry microfiber towel. Again, use common sense, guys. A plush towel. We're going to soak that and wipe out. 256-to-1 wipe out. This time what I'm going to do, I'm going to wring it out pretty well dry. I'm going to wring that dude out real good, okay? So it's going to be damp, still a damp towel. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to rely on a heavy coverage of my pre-soak, which is Wipeout Maintenance Detail Spray. If you guys don't know what that is, it's Wipeout Mix 32-to-1. Heavy coverage, heavy coverage. Look at this, a flowing agent. Imagine that, look at that. A flowing agent. See that, guys? So we have a flowing agent, a carrier, if you will. A carrier, flowing agent, same thing. We're gonna cover it heavy. And I'm going super heavy. I've done 3 panels and I've used less than a half a bottle, okay? Going heavy. Now, again, the hybrid method is that I can squeeze this towel out, hardly any water comes out, right? See that? Hardly any comes out. So it's a cross between a rinseless wash and a, say dry wash, but a waterless wash. Here we go. Start with the window down. Put the window first. Let's do the glass. Okay. Not really a bunch of dirt. Again, I told you. How do I know when to flip my towel, Billy? When you feel drag. When you feel drag, that means dirt's building up inside the microfiber towel. You have to understand that 2 things are happening at this time. You trust the product, you trust the towel. So trust them. When it feels like it's loading up, flip the towel. If it's not loading up, that's why you bought it, right? If it's not loading up, like right now, it's loading up, I can feel it, okay? So to me, I'm gonna flip the towel over and finish the bottom panel. So that is a hybrid between a waterless, a rinseless. This is a hybrid method. Now, you should also, with a hybrid method, go back with a drying towel to just finish it off, man. And that will look something like this. I made this post on Facebook, and guys are like, there's no way I would do a waterless wash or a rinseless wash on that. I'm showing you right in front of your own eyes. Your eyes don't lie. With a light, okay? You're way overthinking this stuff, man. Way overthinking it. Okay? So we're gonna dry that panel. Again, and you'll notice it's slick to the surface. You have a polymer cushion throughout the entire wash cycle. You do not have that with a soap and water. You don't have that. So if you guys are thinking that I'm terrified, I'm scared of the rinseless wash method, then you should be terrified of soap and water. Because once again, you're gonna mix a solvent, which is water, with a surfactant, which is soap, and dry it off with a solvent, which is water. There you go. Waterless wash, rinseless wash, hybrid wash. Where's my light? Right here. There you go. No scratches whatsoever. 10-year-old car, daily driven, over 100,000 miles. If that's not safe, then I don't know what else is. The whole reason for ADG is to make your process simpler, to make you more money. Thank you guys very much for watching the video. Hope this made more sense. I showed you the waterless wash method, the rinseless wash method, the hybrid wash method. Again, if you can afford a detail keg, get a detail keg. You'll love it. You'll love it. But again, 3 panels, less than half a bottle. If you have nothing else, you can get results. Stop overthinking it and start getting paid. Thank you guys for watching the video. Hope you have an awesome day. I'll talk to you soon.